Hey guys, I just wanted to take a moment to give you a few basics on APA citations and constructing your reference list. So let's get started. A few basics that you need to make sure that you pay attention to is to cite everything that you use as a source. Unless it is your own individual thought, you need to make sure that you're citing it. You do not need to, however, cite things that are common knowledge, such as the sun rises in the east or a compass always points north. Now, all of these citations will be added up together into a reference list, and that would be on a separate page at the end of your paper. All of your entire paper will be double spaced, and you need to include that double spacing on your references list, and then use a hanging indent for each entry. Authors should be listed last name first, and then that will delineate which order you need to put them in, because then you'll put each entry in alphabetically. So let's go ahead and look at an article for an example. Here we have an article, and all of the elements that you need to construct a proper citation are here in this article. So first we have our authors, then we have our article title, then we have our date, we have our journal title, we have our volume, we have our issue, page number, and DOI. So in order to construct a proper APA citation, all you really need to do is take these elements and put them in the proper order with the proper punctuation. So let's take a look and see what that would look like. Here's all of our elements put in the proper order. But again, we need to make sure that we're typing these on our own reference list. We're not going to be cutting and pasting directly off of an article. So let's see what that would look like if I took all of this information and typed it up on my own references list. So here we have our references. First we have our authors. Now you'll notice I put them in the same order that they were on the publication. You do not want to take these authors and put them in alphabetical order. You want to keep them in the same order that they are listed in on the article itself. And then you'll put a comma in between each one, but then before the last one you'll put an and sign, and then the final author and period. Then you'll have your date in parentheses, period, your article title with a period at the end, and now notice I only capitalized the first word of the title. Now you'll only capitalize the first word of the title, or if there's a proper noun like a name, you will capitalize that as well, or if there is a colon in the middle of the title, you'll capitalize the first word after the colon also. Then you have your journal information. Now the journal itself will be in italics, then a comma, then the volume in italics, then the issue in parentheses, and then a comma, and then your page number, and then a period. Then all of this will be ended up with your DOI. That does not require a period at the end. So this is what a proper citation should look like. But what happens if you don't have the article in front of you and you're having problems finding this information? Well, one thing you can do is you can go back to the entry from the database. So here's the same article, but as it's listed in the database. Now, some of the databases have a cite generator, and that is located over here on the right in this database. Once you click on the citation generator, it will give you all of the information that you need in order to generate your APA citation. Now, you can cut and paste this into your references list by just including this information, but I want to warn you that not each and every one is accurate. So let's go ahead and look at this information compared to the one that we generated ourselves. So here is the one that was generated by the database on top and the one that we created on the bottom. Now if you look at the one at the top, you'll notice that there is some inaccurate capitalization at the top and then a missing DOI. So you can use this information, but just make sure that you're verifying that it's correct before you include it on your references list. Okay, so this should give you a lot of really good information as to how to generate your references list.